Hi everyone! Today we're going to share a story called The Way Back Home. I wonder where they've been. Once there was a boy. I'll shuffle this way for you. Once there was a boy, and one day as he was putting his things back in the cupboard, he found an aeroplane. He didn't remember leaving it in there, but he thought he'd take it out for a go right away. The plane lifted off the ground and up into the sky, higher and higher and higher. Oh my, has it gone the normal height of a plane? Do you think it's gone higher than a plane usually goes? I don't think I've ever been on a plane and been able to see the curve of the earth. I think I've only ever been this high on a plane. Suddenly, the plane spluttered. It had run out of petrol. Oh no. Now the boy was stuck on the moon. What was he to do? What do you think he could do? I wonder. How was he going to get from the moon back to Earth, back to his home? How was he going to get his aeroplane started again without any petrol? Do you think he'd be able to call anyone on the moon? Do you think he'd have enough signal, enough strength on his phone to be able to call them? He was all alone and afraid, and soon his torch began to go out. I wonder how he's feeling. I'd be feeling quite worried, I think. Up in space, someone else was in trouble too. His engine had broken down. Who's that? It's an alien. And steering the ship towards a flicker of light, he landed on the moon with a bump. Both the boy and the Martian, which is another word for alien, both the boy and the Martian could hear noises in the dark, and both feared the worst. Sometimes that happens, doesn't it? If you hear a noise and you're not sure what it is, your brain is very good at thinking it might be the scariest thing ever. So sometimes I might hear a noise and think, oh golly, I wonder if that's a monster. Oh. And then I think, what could it really be? And it's usually one of the cats playing in the middle of the night. But our brains are so good at that, aren't they? Of thinking, I don't know what that noise is. So instead of thinking it could be something nice, I'm going to think of something really scary. So both the boy and the Martian are both thinking that the noises are something scary. But as their eyes got used to the dark, they both realised they'd met someone else in trouble. They weren't alone anymore. Phew. It was something kind after all. It usually is. The boy showed the Martian his empty petrol tank, and the Martian showed the boy his broken engine. Together they thought of ways to fix their machines and how to get them both back home. The boy jumped down to Earth to get the things that they would need, right down into the sea, and swam towards home. But by the time he got there, the boy was tired, so he sat in his favourite chair just to catch his breath. His favourite programme was just starting, and he settled down to watch. Oh no. While the boy is having a sleep on his chair, do you think the Martian knows that? Suddenly, he remembered what he should be doing and he rushed off to the cupboard to get what he needed. He ran outside and he shouted, but there was no reply. He could not be heard. The boy climbed to the higher ground, called again and waited. Oh, I just hit myself in the glasses. This time, a rope was lowered. The boy began to climb and the Martian began to pull, and soon the boy was back on the moon. Oh phew, They're working together again. That's very important, isn't it? The teamwork. The boy fixed the Martian's engine with the right spanner, and the Martian filled the boy's petrol tank. They said goodbye and they thanked each other for the help. They wondered if they'd ever meet again. What do you think? Do you think they'll be able to meet again? They do come from very different places, don't they? But that doesn't mean they can't be friends. After a long night, they were both finally off the moon. The boy went one way and the Martian went the other, both on their way back home. And what came in the post? He's going to be able to speak to his Martian friend, isn't he? Through a walkie-talkie. How very exciting. If you were going to fly an aeroplane very, very high, where would you fly it to? Would you fly it to the moon? Or would you fly it to a different planet? It could be a made-up planet. What planet might you think of? I'd like my planet to be full of chocolate. Yummy, yummy chocolate everywhere. And I'd fly my aeroplane there. I wouldn't mind if my petrol ran out. Have a think of where you'd fly yours. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.